Life after doing 60 plus hours in a warehouse for a year. Look, man, it's gonna be hard in your life. Okay, that's one thing I had to learn. I started off this year 4,000 in debt. Okay, didn't know where to go, and I was stuck in my box in life. Okay, I was talking to people less. I was figuring out my situation, and last year results was sitting in my head, and I was just thinking about what I gotta do. And I said, yo, I'm gonna pick up this job and I'm gonna just put my all into it. And I have not missed a week of overtime. Every week I've been just doing overtime. And where I came from, everybody didn't believe in my beliefs and my way of going of things. And I lost a lot of relationships, okay? Because people weren't on the same growth pace as me, or people were just going in different routes than me. So I wasn't really hanging around old high school homies like that no more. And once I started doing what I was doing, for the homies I was hanging around, we just wasn't clicking the same, because just honestly, I had a different growth pace than different people. Not to say I was faster than them, not to say I was slower than them. It's just to say, like, relationships in your life just not gonna be aligned no more sometimes when you guys are just on different chapters in your life. Okay, when people come into your life in different chapters, they are simply there for that chapter and a maybe few, or maybe to the end, but it's nothing promised. And when I start working more, I kind of started to split away from people and just be by myself and really put in the time and hours. And it was very demanding, dog. I mean, overall, it's not easy work of just doing a warehouse overtime every single week, not partying, not going out, just putting in work into this business. Outside, I would simply get off and, like I'm doing now, put in work towards my business so I can elevate outside the job, because I'm maximize everything the job has to offer by just milking it. And then with me milking it, I'm adding more funds to the funds I can be putting into my business. So whole time I'm doing the 60 hours, I mean, in the beginning it was light, you know what I mean? It's easy work. It's relatively just physical work. But at the end of the day, over time, it does get tiring. It can get to a point where you are tiring yourself out, But really, I'm with all the grind. So it wasn't really nothing that serious. It was just more of, I got to make sure this is right so I can put more into the stream of income outside the job, okay? Because as much as I can pour into that, is the more I can grow. And I had to stay on that gas pedal, because you gonna have days when you really tired. It's the end of the year. I feel it. Like when I say I feel it, like I really mean it is the end of the year. And if you watching this at any other time in the year, it is your time of the year at any point in this year. So at the end of the day, you just gotta make it happen, okay? And I had to sit with that thought process throughout the whole experience. You gotta keep at it, because if you don't keep at it, it would never be your turn. You would never be able to buy the things you want to buy. Listen, me doing this, I ended up buying me an SUV, Jeep, you know what I'm saying? Big body, you feel me? Coming through, big body, okay? And a crib, dog. I wouldn't be in the crib I'm in, okay? But at the end of the day, to maintain all this, I have to put out value for myself. I have to continue to grind and not worry about the petty things in my life, the things that didn't go my way in life, okay? I would say the 60 hours help with that. Like, you don't have to think about all the things that went wrong in your life. Find something productive to do and create something of yourself. Be somebody, because if you not showing up for yourself, you will be nobody, okay? You can literally be a vessel or just living in your head, not getting to the reality of things, okay? Like, you can complain about your relationship life or what happened in your past, or what you wanted with family and how you wanted the structure to really be, but at the end of the day, it's not that serious, G. You have to put that seriousness into you, your craft, loving yourself, so that way you can really pour into your people around you how you really need to. Like, dog, my sister come around me now, I tell you, I didn't take care of her now, like, on some real, like, I got her back, you know what I'm saying? I got all my siblings back, and it's because, like, you gotta have your back, and 60 plus hours a week shows you an experience of going through hardship, of discipline, and giving yourself the I got my back. Okay, you want to have your back in all these situations in life. You never know if somebody wants to harm you. You never know if someone wants to do something malicious to you, but you have to focus and pay attention. You know, lately I've been living more in reality. I mean, as you out in the marketplace, really experiencing with people every day, talking with people every day, you really get used to living in the present, bro. Sometimes you got to get off your phone and just go live in the world, bro. Like, your life is not your movie. Your life is literally a movie just waiting to be unraveled. But if you're not giving yourself the answers of putting yourself through the work, putting yourself through the tired days of, man, I'm giving this my all, then you won't ever understand the deep understanding of yourself and the deep understanding of what your life in reality could really be. And this 60 plus hours got me ready to get on the next stepping stone. Okay, but it's because I stay consistent, man. I just posted 3 YouTube videos the other day. It's because I love the game and then work the 12-hour that same day. Or I'm staying up 18 hours a day, still getting to it, still doing it because I believe in the vision. How many of y'all believe in the vision? How many of y'all is actually applying and taking what you saying serious in your head at 3 a.m. when you just thinking about some motivational stuff? Is it all day for you, or is it just a moment of realization of once a year, at the end of the year, or once a week, or once a night, and then you don't do nothing about it? What we gonna do about our situation? Cause I said I was gonna change mine. A year ago, I stepped foot in that job, and I put my foot down, man. And I got to walking in my life. And y'all can make every excuse. I made a lot of excuses of why I wasn't where I needed to be in my life. And I'm young. I'm a boy who turned man, G. That's it. And I take pride in that, man. I put my foot down in that job and I got to moving in my life because I knew I would be homeless in my life. I knew that if I didn't take care of what I needed to take care of, bro, nobody was going to get me the things I need to get in my life. Nobody was going to make sure my kids were straight. And then once I realized, yo, bro, you don't need to care about everything that's irrelevant. You don't need to trip on the stuff that's irrelevant. Just focus on the things that's in your control and make sure your life is right and so your kids' life is right. All my life simple as a man. But we make it so hard by the overthinking process, by the things that happen in our life. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Get grinding, in and out in your life. Because I promise you, you're going to have these moments of just saying thank you. Nowadays, bro, I've always been the type to just thank myself. But a lot of times I just sit back and say thank you to myself. Because I did a lot for myself this year. And it's like I could have quit. But I kept going. I was the one I could count on. I was the one that pushed me through the situation and created more for myself. I was the one that gave the little boy that I was growing up his dream, his vision. You know what I mean? I always wanted to help millions out. Always. And now I'm doing it. So I'm here to show you, bro, you can do it, bro. I wasn't the most smartest guy. I wasn't the most attractive guy with the ladies. I wasn't the most smoothest guy, but I built myself. I destroyed my identity so I can find my identity. I went through tough experiences so I can be ready for the tough experiences and the good experiences. Because each decision, each occurrence that takes place in your life is all a build up to what your life is really about, to what the story is really supposed to be about. So if you're not enjoying your struggle now, then you just won't be able to change your situation. Because when my situation was tough, I just said I gotta put up more hours. So I literally did 60 plus hours from January to now, headed into December to now. And I gotta say, dog, you're gonna lose family, You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose your little girlfriends. You're going to lose a lot. But at the end of the day, it's to staying focused on what's important. It's to staying focused on, everything that you ever wanted in your life, so you can give the people who really support you, really fuck with you, the life you worked for as well. They can experience that as well. Not to the point where they're just eating off you and you're not getting no value, but just I got you, I love you, you straight. You know what I'm saying? You was there for me during hard times. We actually put value into each other. We actually hold it down for each other. You got my back, I got yours. It gotta be like that, or everything just weird. If you choose to not be yourself, at that job and really, get away from your creativity, I believe you doing the 60 hours for no reason. We really here to create. We're here to have structure in our life. Of course, do what you gotta do at that job. Don't bitch about it. But I would say keep your creativity. Don't get away from your creativity. Not at one point have I got away from my creativity at that job. Hell no. Because that is my power. That is my manifestation. And I manifested everything I wanted in my life. So you got to figure out what you want in your life, and you got to attack it, man. You got to attack it, dog. And I'm at the point where I'm about to be ready to move. If I decide to move, life is good, and I feel it, bro. I feel the end of the year, bro. It's 40 degrees out right now, and I'm still outside in the cold with no shirt on. That's how dedicated I am about this. That's how serious I am about this. That's how much I committed to this. And, I'm helping millions out now. I'm helping millions out. And it all started from just the thoughts from my struggle. The thoughts from the dark days of not getting the things I wanted, and, reality just hitting me. The cold truth. The cold truth that everybody can't love you. The cold truth that everybody don't got your best intentions. The cold truth that your life suck right now and you got to change it. The cold truth that it's going to take hours and hours and hours and repetition to get to where you need to be. But it's all going to be okay. It take these conversations, and I've been having these conversations with myself all along the way. It's never been a change up. It's literally been the same type conversation with me every single day. Different, it's different present moments, but really, really touching bases what I need to touch bases on with myself. And honestly, that's been a huge key factor with my success. Of course, I'm noting things down that I'm saying out loud too. Like if I say something out loud that's a good idea, I'm going to note it down. Or somebody saying something to me that I need to jot down, I'm going to note it down. Work outside of work or whatever. Because at the end of the day, you want to add things to your tool bag in this life so you can actually elevate. And you're going to be here with me through the elevation. And I'm here with you through your elevation. But we have to stay focused on the elevation. We have to stay focused on what's forward. And lately through this whole year, I've been just moving forward. And with that being said, I've been able to handle expenses. I've been able to handle my expense of living, and it's been good, dog. You know what I mean? One of the youngest in my family to ever do it, and I'm here to say I'm here to put on for my family, man. I'm here to really show what my bloodline about, and you have to be very, very, very serious about you as an individual, as far as you and the bloodline of where you come from. And once you lock into these things, dog, your whole life will change. But you got to look at yourself as the beast you can count on. You know what I mean? When it's 3 seconds on the clock, you can take that shot and you're going to make it every time. Or when it's time for you to show up for yourself in a moment when you don't feel like going to work, or you don't feel like doing that business idea, you don't feel like, dealing with the rejection of, sales in the business, or the rejection of talking to that woman, then you just got to do it. You don't feel like looking stupid in the gym. You just got to do it. And I just been doing it, man. And I'm here to tell you, it's all worth it. You see the results. You see the crib. You see the videos on the YouTube. You see how my life improving. But it's because I'm making the effort. Okay? So long as you're making the effort and actually putting quality out and the productivity out, then you good, G. You good. Your whole life gonna change. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the Patreon down below to find your life purpose and find out more about yourself. And unravel the world so you can unravel the truth, you'll be good, G. Everything gonna be okay. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you on another one, man.